Hello students, welcome to our digital class with the SAFCO Academy. Today we are going to start biology with the first topic, which is Introduction to Biology. Above all, the term biology comes from two Greek words. First one, bios, means life, and second one is logos, means study. So biology is a study of life. So by definition, biology is a branch of science which deals with the study of life. A person who studies biology is called a biologist. Living things are also called the organisms. For instance, plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms. In addition, microorganisms are very small living things such as bacteria and some protozoa, which cannot be seen by naked eyes. Organisms vary from very small ones that cannot be seen by naked eyes like bacteria to largest that can be seen by naked eyes like plants and animals. As we see here, we have trees, which are examples of plants. Also birds and hippopotamus are examples of animals. And finally here we have whale. So those are examples of largest organisms which can be seen by naked eyes without using microscope. Previously we have seen that biology is a study of life. So what is life? Life is a state of living in which living organisms have, like animals, and non-living organisms not have, like stone. Without a doubt, the basic unit of life is cell. That means that all living things are made up of cells. In addition to this, cells are so small that they cannot be seen by naked eyes, but can be seen by using microscope. Maybe you can be asking yourself, what is microscope? Microscope is an instrument that is used in scientific studies to enlarge very small things so that they can be easily seen and examined. Therefore, this process is called the magnification. Clearly, the simplest living things consist of one cell known as a cellular organism, for instance, bacteria and amoeba. Also, larger and more complex organisms, for example, human beings, fish, and trees are made up of millions of cells, and they normally known as multicellular organisms. Okay, here we have branches of biology. We have two branches of biology. First one is botany and second one is zoology. As we say, we have two branches of biology. So right here start with botany. What is botany? Botany is a study of plants. So a person who studies plants is called a botanist. And last one is zoology. What is zoology? Zoology is a study of animals. So a person who studies animals is called zoologist. And these are two main branches of biology. Previously, we have already seen the two main branches of biology. And here we are going to see other branches of biology. So, as we see here, we have so many branches of biology. There's anatomy, histology, and so on. As we say, living things have characteristics that make them different from non-living things. So, here we are going to see the characteristics of living things. The first characteristic of living things is nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is a process by which living things feed food or some materials from environment. For instance, we see here we have babies feed their foods in order to live. Other living things like plants, blue-green and some protochista make their own food using water, sunlight and carbon dioxide. While other living things like animals and some protozoans feed on already made food, they may feed on plants, other animals or microorganisms. For instance, animals that feed on other animals is lion. Food enables living things to grow, develop, and carry out other life processes. Previous we have said, examples of animals that feed on other animals is lion. And here we see a lion is feeding on other animal. Respiration. What is respiration? Respiration is a biological process by which living organisms, including human and most animals, obtain energy from organic molecules, typically glucose, and the energy released can be used for growth, movement, and other activities. The second characteristic is excretion. So, what is excretion? Excretion is a process such as nutrition and respiration known as metabolism. They produce useful substances and byproducts. Therefore, excretion is a process by which metabolic byproducts are removed from the body of an organism. And the byproducts are also called the excretory products. For instance, urea, excess water, and carbon dioxide. So, as we know, urea and excess of water are removed in the form of urine and a small amount removed as a sweat through the skin. Moreover, water vapor and carbon dioxide are removed during exhalation or breathing out. In addition, some of byproducts are harmful if left to accumulating in the body of an organism. The third characteristic is growth and development. Growth and development is caused by an increase in the number of cells that make up an organism. Therefore, growth is an increase in size and weight of an organism. For instance, we see the picture here. Surely, development occurs when cells become specialized to perform a specific function. This causes an organism change in shape and form. And this makes a person to become more complex. For instance, here we have growth and development of animals and human beings.